a high fly ball, deep to left field. It's gone! Inciarte back to the warning track, near the wall. He made a tremendous catch at the top of the fence.
Hello, Braves fans, and this Friday night, we'd be kicking off the third homestand of the 2020 season. We can't be at Truist Park, but we want to bring the Braves home to you. Welcome to my home. I'm Mark Owens, and this is the Atlanta Braves at Homestand. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to take a look at the teams we would be facing this week, the Boston Red Sox and the Miami Marlins. Plus, Luke Jackson dominating MLB The Show, and we're going to go on base with Johan Camargo and some new spots at Truist Park, just waiting for the fans. But first, Braves fans, let's take a look at the teams that we would be hosting at Truist Park over these next two homestands, starting off with the Miami Marlins. The Braves went 15-4 against the Marlins in 2019, marking the first time the Braves won 15 games against a single opponent since 2004. Ronald Acuna Jr. went 23 for 72 against Miami, including 16 home runs in 37 career games. Overall, the Braves have a record of 145-83 all-time against the Marlins in Atlanta. After the Marlins series, the Braves would have Monday off before hosting the Boston Red Sox for a quick two-game series. In the offseason, the Red Sox traded former MVP Mookie Betts along with a Cy Young winner David Price to LA in exchange for Alex Verdugo and two minor league players. And this would have been Boston's first trip to Atlanta since 2018. Well, now, Braves fans, let's take a look at some of the highlights of your Atlanta Braves against the teams we would be facing. These are your Diamond Gems, all brought to you by Conecuh Sausage.
And he unloads on the very first pitch. Deep to right, Markakis back, still tracking it up against the wall. Leaps in again. This ball is on the ground. Another great diving stop by Ozzie and a strike to first. Dug out by Freeman to end the inning. Two terrific plays by Ozzie Albies.
Out to right center field. Deep. Gone. Solo home run for Ronald Acuna Jr.
Sharply hit, diving stab, Swanson up and throwing. He's made some really fine plays today.
Albies with a drive out to right field and gone. A grand slam for Ozzie Albies, and the Braves take the lead.
And a little pop behind first. Long run, Freeman foul. He makes the catch and makes a great throw to the plate. What a play by Freeman.
Soroka, here comes the 0-1. Line and caught. Diving play by Swanson.
And he might have another. But Echeverria robbed him. What a play.
Hope it didn't hurt him, so.
Line drive. Oh, caught by Albies. An outstanding play. At 5'8", able to jump. Line drive, left center field, and the Braves have won it. Acuna sends us home happy.
Spring is here, the weather is beautiful. Hopefully you can spend some time outside with the family playing baseball. So with that, here is some hitting basics with former Braves outfielder, fan favorite, Brian Jordan, and it's all brought to you by Napa.
welcome back to the Braves training series. I'm Greg McMichael, your host, former pitcher with the Braves. I've got my buddy here, Brian Jordan, that's going to talk to us about hitting. You all ready to go today?
I am ready to go, man.
Good. Well, we're going to start with just the fundamentals of addressing the box, being in the box, getting ready to hit. And then we'll go on to some more elaborate things. But right now, Brian's going to take us through it, all right?
Well, let's just start with the basics. Every athlete has to be athletic. I don't care which sports you play. And as far as baseball is concerned, what is an athletic position? To me, shoulder width apart. That way it allows you to keep your balance. As a hitter, you want to keep your weight on the inside of your feet. Now from there, you want to find your comfort zone as far as the hand position. I know a lot of kids like to grip the bat and they turn their knuckles all around and they're holding it really tight. For me, it's about lining your knuckles up and being relaxed. I always tell kids to play the flute, because when you start out nice and relaxed, when you get through the zone, your hands will tighten up when they need to tighten up, and that's hitting that baseball. Now the next step is about, how do I load? How do I hit with power? How do I start out with my hands? You gotta be relaxing whatever you do. So got my weight in the inner part of my feet. My hands are nice and relaxed. Just relax the bat on your shoulder. And now I'm looking out at that pitcher, and when I see him getting to his windup, I wanna load. And what do I mean by loading? It's like a boxer. If you wanna knock somebody out, you gotta load back here, and now I gotta follow through. Same thing in hitting. You start out, relax. Now I'm loading, just like a boxer. Loading, getting back, and you see how I shifted my weight, going back to go forward. Go back, I gotta load. Now it's about hip drive. This is where you generate your power. And if we're gonna start with the basics, you have to learn to generate your power from your hips. I go down through the zone, nice relaxed hands, tight hands, on contact with the baseball. That is the basics of hitting a baseball.
All right, BJ, that's good stuff. I appreciate that.
No problem.
All right, so we're going to take it from here, and then we're going to build on it. But for right now, that's really good for us. So if you like this video and this instruction, look for some more on Braves.com. For myself and Brian Jordan, this has been the Braves Training Series.
We've owned a few different houses through the years. Your company was absolutely the best. They were so professional. Everything they didn't get a mark on a wall or anything else. It was clean, it was friendly, and it was fun. And most of the time, moving is not fun. I'm going to give a great recommendation to Atlanta Peach Movers. It's always on time and it's always professional. There is no tree in Atlanta Peach Movers.
To schedule your move, call Atlanta Peach Movers today.
When faced with challenges, Americans have always risen to the occasion. Since 1928, Cook's Pest Control has consistently done our part to help protect health and property. As we confront the COVID-19 pandemic, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security has deemed pest control as an essential service to help protect homes, hospitals, and our food supply. Cook's Pest Control is on the job. We're here when you need us.
Hello Braves country, it's Chris Medlin. Hope you guys are staying home, staying safe, hanging out with your family. That's all we've really been doing. Ordering groceries in, hanging out, really enjoying the time with each other. And there's Max and Penny.
Hi. Hope you're doing good in schoolwork and all that stuff, and being safe with your family, and hope that the coronavirus doesn't get any more. Please protect your eyes and mouth and nose, and protect that area so the virus can't get in. And me too. I'm gonna say that too.
Welcome back to the Atlanta Braves at Homestand. And while we can't play at Truist Park right now, we can still experience everything that the Battery has to offer. A lot of the great restaurants are still offering curbside, takeout, delivery, dine-in, and some of these spots include Antico, Garden and Gun, Crew, Goldberg's, Feast, and Yard House. And some of the retailers inside of the Battery have reopened with social distancing, and that includes Baseballism, Dress Up, Sugar Boo & Company, and Waterloo Sunset. Also now open with modifications include Pepper Boxing, Van Michael, Lush, and the Escape Game. And Braves fans, do not forget to follow at Braves Retail for all the information about your favorite Braves gear available at the Atlanta Braves Clubhouse store. You can order by phone, they'll ship it to your house. Plus, across all the social media platforms, when you follow Braves Retail, the latest gear, the best styles, men, women, kids, and gifts for everybody. So do not forget to follow at Braves Retail for flash sales and giveaway as well. Now, Braves fans, I'm proud to introduce to the Atlanta Braves at Homestand, Joe Simpson, who will go on base with Johan Camargo. It's all brought to you by West Rock Recycling.
Well, thank you very much, Mark. Great opportunity today to visit with Braves third baseman Johan Camargo. Johan, how you doing?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm probably just like you. I'm ready for baseball to start again.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready to roll. Yeah.
It's been kind of hard. I don't know if you're like me, but I keep looking at my watch. It's like, have we started yet?
We're still waiting for that, so let's see what they're going to do.
Well, how much do you miss it? How hard has it been for you?
A lot to me, because to me, baseball is my passion. It's everything. So to be out of the field, it's tough. Like, I don't like to be out of the field.
I know.
I like to be with the fans and everything before the game, spend all the time there. And when the game starts, do the best I can.
How old were you when you realized how much you love baseball?
When I was 16 years old, to be honest, yeah. Mm-hmm. That was my first time that I went to Dominican. And he was tough because I was working for my visa, because I want to be here one day in the United States to play with the American guys, and dreaming to be a big league one day. So that was my tough part to be in Dominican.
Well, everybody pays a price, it seems like, to get to the big leagues. And from Panama, that was a tough road for you, but look at you now in the big leagues. And I know last year was difficult in some ways because you got your at-bats cut in half, yet you still were productive. And I know you were looking forward to this season to reestablish yourself, and found yourself in a competition with Austin Riley. How is that going in spring training?
I mean, to me, I just make focus in off-season, just like to be stronger and faster and in shape too. But to be honest, I don't see myself in competition. My competition is just me, like, be better every day. And what Austin do, if I see something wrong, I'm trying to help him every single day. And he like to do the same to me. And it's like that. It's just like a family, me and him. And we don't see this like competition. Like,
well, that's a great approach. And both of you are having very good springs when spring training was canceled. So you're ready to pick up right where you left off. How hard will it be to get going again when you start up again?
I mean, because you got to start again to do like your stuff, to kind of read in the game, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you got to have that again, like your at-bats and everything, like you're reading on the field. And take like week or two, or like 2 weeks to get there. So
excellent.
It's not easy, but we get there.
Have you talked to many of your teammates since spring training ended?
Just with couples. I talked to Ender and see how he's going in Orlando, Florida, where he at. Also talked to Acuna, Marcelo, and a couple more guys, and they're good. Today, I think I'm gonna see Ozzy. We're gonna hit together at 5. So
good, wonderful.
I just got here 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
I was in Sarasota.
Where were you?
In Sarasota.
Oh, you were? Okay. Well, I know you're anxious to get going. I got a couple more questions for you. First of all, what are your goals for this year?
I mean, to be honest, be healthy. That's the first one. Do my best that I can every single day and help my team to get there one day to the World Series and win the World Series one day. That's my goal, to be honest. Whenever I wear that jersey, no matter which team, I'm gonna be my best every single day to get there and win the World Series.
That's a great approach and a great mindset. That's good for you and not surprising to any of us that have been around you for the last couple of years, and we know how hard you work. I have a question regarding your switch hitting. How old were you when you started switch hitting?
I would start to hit at home, like with the paper balls and tape. When I was 8 years old, we got like a garden outside the house. And when I was a kid, I imagined like I was hitting in the Red Sox Stadium, Red Sox.
Fenway Park, yeah,
Fenway Park and AT&T. What was the name of the San Francisco Giants?
AT&T Park.
AT&T Park, yeah. Those two. I was imagining like I was hitting with the paper balls and everything, and then I started hitting on the left side. And when I was 14, in the league that we have in Panama, that's when I started to hit on the left side. Yeah, 14 years old.
I know you I was looking at your numbers for the last couple of years. You seem to like hitting in SunTrust Park, now Truist Park. You like hitting at home.
Oh yeah, I love to play, like I said, no matter everything that I can. I mean, if I can help my team every single day, even defense or offense, I'm gonna do it. So I like that. I like to win. That's all I care about it.
Right. One of the guys that I think has been a big influence on you infielders has been Ron Washington. And you guys work hard with Ron. What's he meant to you and how has he helped your game?
He made me like to be more mature in the game, because when I was in AAA and I got called up, I remember that I still doing plays like routine plays. I try to be hairy, and then he say, hey, come down a little bit, and this is how it is the game. Like, take it easy, take your scrambles, move your feet, and make a good throw. That's it. You don't have to do a lot. And I keep that in my mind that day, and helped me a lot. Like every single day that I go to the field, like move your feet, take the ground ball, and make a good throw. That's it. Make the outs.
When you get to the big leagues, sometimes people want to change the way you do things. And obviously you got to the big leagues for a good reason. You're a good player and you do a lot of things well. What has Brian Snitker meant to you as a manager in terms of how he gives you the opportunity to be your best?
I mean, I'm glad that he did, because that's what I was looking for, that like to be one of those guys that I can play every day and help my team. And I know what I can do. And I trust myself every single day. And what he did to me, like, I gotta say, I mean, thank God and him too. And the other part, I'm gonna enjoy every day, like on the field.
I think that's why it comes across, Johan, and why the fans love you so much and love watching you play. So we'll wrap this up by maybe just asking you, what does it mean to be an Atlanta Brave?
To be honest, when I was 16 years old and I signed with the team, I was so happy because my brother, he was with Cleveland, and I said, I want to be there one day. I want to be a professional player one day. And when they signed me, I said, this is my time. This is my time. I got to enjoy this team. I know they have a World Series and everything. So I want to be one day in the big league first, and then we can do that with my teammates and everything.
Well, we're all happy that you're an Atlanta Brave, Johan. Thank you for the time today, and hopefully we'll see each other face to face soon.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you soon.
All right, Johan. Thank you very much. Now, Marco, I know we're all excited to see Johan back on the field. We're all anxious to have the team back on the field. Let's send it back to you.
Thank you, Joe Simpson. Thank you, Johan Camargo. Well, Braves fans, like many members of the Atlanta Braves, Luke Jackson is a gamer. And if he's not working out, you can catch him playing MLB The Show. So, Braves Country, here's a highlight of your boy playing MLB The Show, all brought to you by the Omni.
Checking out the schedule, see who I play today. Home, Carpenter. Let's go.
Afternoon baseball.
All right, big night, boys.
On the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. Paul DeYoung digs in next, and they're runners at the corners now. Hit on the ground is short. Swanson scoops it up over to Albies. Double play, and that'll end the inning. There.
Come on, baby.
In the air to center field and deep back into center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run.
That was pretty swing, Nick. That was 106.
Here's the for strike one.
Right up my alley.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff,
don't
so
you?
It's important.
On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
What a defense!
Style, turning that double play
This team
to preserve the win. That's what we call
game two. Who we got? The Yankees, New York Yankees.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show.
Our playoffs, 9 innings. I don't know. All right, homer ball. He's gonna hang this curveball right here.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Hicks going back.
Whoa! I called it.
Effort at the wall, but it's in vain.
Called it.
A home run. Now a
Get
hard
through.
liner towards
No
short.
way.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play. And
Good upper left-hand corner, and I hit a line
over.
out the second.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty
That's
inept the last
tough.
5 games.
Are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another
right,
edition
who's he
of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. Now at the plate, Ronald Acuna.
Right.
He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone.
Oh, it's blasted. The panic. Finally, Ronnie back. 109.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. Liner towards second.
The train keeps on chugging, baby.
Hit out towards second. And it's through into center field. Base hit. Kendrick rounds the corner and is headed home. And he will be dragged out at the plate. So it remains a one-run deficit here as the side is retired.
Hose. Absolute hose. Took down the two NL teams already.
1-0 game in baseball these days.
Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Atlanta Braves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Soroka pitches well enough to get the W.
425, that ball was 450.
Completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss.
450.
So that just about does it.
Thanks
This evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup.
I'll pitch here tomorrow next game.
And the Atlanta Braves.
Please, come on.
A long foul ball. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Hey, we are nasty throwing balls out. He might have been working with them outfielders. That's all I'm saying. He might have been working with them outfielders.
Standing in now. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep.
Get out!
Going back is the right fielder, and this ball is gone.
Charlie Clutch!
No chance to make a play on that one.
Charlie Clutch! Dinner's on me, Charlie, baby. All right.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score.
Well, boys, I'm out. It was a pleasure. I had a blast. Should have went 3-1, 2-2. Not really acceptable by my standards, but thank you guys all for tuning in. Until next time. Pleasure.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering current Chevy owners OnStar Crisis Assist services and complimentary Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free APR financing for 84 months on many of our most popular models, or defer monthly payments for 120 days. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. It's just our way of doing our part.
Hey Brave Country, Eddie Perez over here. I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy out there. I've been staying home and enjoying my time with my wife and kids. Stay strong, and I hope to see you soon.
And welcome back to the Atlanta Braves at Homestand. Your Atlanta Braves and Delaware North have partnered together with the Atlanta Braves Home Plate Project, taking the food that would have been used at Truist Park and delivering it to our friends and our family in the community who need a meal. Under the guidance of Executive Chef Pete, he is our Braves Country community hero. It's all brought to you by IBEW.
So Braves Foundation contacted me and we decided, we have all this food left. We were ready. We were ready for the season. We're super upset that it's not going to happen right now. So therefore we have all of April's food. So we decided, let's see what we can do with this. How can we help the community? There's a lot of people in need. There's a lot of people that we want to thank for doing their part for this. So I said, I've got about 20,000 meals or 30,000 meals. Let's see how we get this out to the community. So we've reached out to the YMCA, and now the YMCA is providing the family care for the health workers. So this is something when they go to pick up their children, then they would have a meal to go that night, so they don't have to go home and then cook. We're going to go to the hospitals and park the food trailer out in front of the hospital and feed those workers. So it is really those kind of things. It's also just people in need. We know that the food banks are overwhelmed right now. So can we take that and go into a community and distribute the food? So we partnered up with people that's what they do. I cook food. Braves Foundation puts us together with those people that know how to distribute the food out in the community to get it to the places that they really need it. So with this, we've decided that what can we give them? We have brisket, so let's do a brisket macaroni and cheese.
with charred tomatoes. So we wanted to take what we would normally do and still make it a great meal for people that's really nice and will fill you up. But that's not just, I don't want to do hamburgers and hot dogs. And we will, because we're actually going to go out into the community with our food trailer and feed people there. And then we might do tacos and we might do hamburgers and hot dogs. But how do we take the beef barbacoa that I would normally take into tacos and turn that into a meal or a whole, basically a unit that would feed 6 people? So we're going to do barbacoa with rice and beans, rice and black beans. I mean, these are the kind of things we really wanted to play around with. We really wanted to give back, and this was our way to really give back to the community. And every time I said, guys, this is what I need. I need 15 more people today. Hands went up, and it's like, we want to help, we want to help. And they've really stepped up to do it. It's just been great.
Thank you, Chef Pete, and everybody involved in the Home Plate Project. And to date, they've served almost 25,000 meals across Metro Atlanta. And through the month of May, they will serve close to 43,000 meals. If you'd like to get involved and help out Chef Pete and everybody at Delaware North, braves.com/give. Or if you or someone you know needs some help, braves.com/resources, an opportunity for the Braves and our partners to help you out. Well, now, Braves fans, we hope that you are safe at home, and we want to give you an inside look at what your favorite Braves players learn behind the scenes. Here is a safe at home training video from our performance therapist, Jordan Wolf.
Jordan Wolf, assistant performance coach with the Braves, here to discuss a few ways that we can stay both healthy and active right here in our family rooms, wherever we're at. So the first thing we want to discuss today is a little mobility program where all you really need is a little bit of space. First and foremost, it's important to distinguish the difference between flexibility and mobility. I think we all kind of interchange those terms, and they're actually very different. So flexibility is when we take a tissue or a muscle and stretch it long. I think we all probably have done this many times, whether you're stretching out your hamstrings or your hips out, and they're much different than actual mobility, which is actually our ability to maneuver our ranges of motion and control it. So first, we want to discuss 3 rules that we're always going to use with our mobility programs. First and foremost, gotta be pain-free. We don't ever want to push through a different kind of pain or discomfort, so that's always important to keep in mind. Number 2 thing we want to do is we want to use our breath. We often find ourselves holding our breath while we stretch out, while we work out, while we move. So it's important to pay attention to your breath. Make sure that you're taking nice, good inhalations and exhalations. And the number 3 thing that we want to think about is staying smooth through our ranges of motion. Oftentimes we're going to find some little cracks, some little hiccups along the way. What we really want to do is make sure that we're staying smooth through everything we go through. So first we're going to work through the spine, then we're going to do shoulder, and then we're going to talk about the hip. So going down to the spine, first thing we want to try to do is find a nice base. Elbows are going to stay locked out. We're going to find a nice neutral spine. We're going to breathe in, inhalation. As we do that, we're actually going to arch our back. And as we exhale, we're going to think about blowing through the ground. And through inhalation, nice and big. Exhalation through the ground, keeping our nice steady base. We're gonna do this through about 5 to 7 breaths and be nice and smooth. Second thing we're gonna do with this spine is we're gonna think about opening up and now rotating. So finding our nice stable base again, we're gonna inhale, reaching through. This opposite elbow is gonna stay locked out. Exhale, we're gonna reach. Inhale through. Exhale, open. And again, this should be nice and smooth, nice and controlled, and always pain-free. The third thing we're gonna do for the spine is we're gonna get upright. We're gonna stay nice and tight through our glutes, hands across our chest. We're gonna create a nice, good roll. Again, maintaining an easy breath, never holding our breath. Nice and big, rotate down, roll the spine through, and switch it. Take that through about 5 to 7 times each way. Again, making sure that you're nice and comfortable, smooth, and using your breath. Second motion we're gonna work on is the shoulder. Same position as we did with our last spine. We're gonna create a little tension to our opposite side. Good glutes. We're gonna reach to the sky. As we're reaching around, we're also gonna reach out, coming up to the ear. Once elbow hits the ear, think about turning the hand over, reaching as far back as we can get. Keeping the palm out, we're gonna repeat that same motion coming back. Elbow hits the ear, we're gonna turn the palm around and rotate through. Now we're gonna smooth it out using our breath. Exhale, back and through. 5 to 7 each side. Last one we're going to talk about is the hip. So working away from the spine, we're going to create a nice base again. Elbows are locked out, strong core. We're going to lift the hip to open as far as we can go. We're going to rotate up and around, and back through. Again, always utilizing our breath to stay smooth and around. The big thing you're going to want to notice is you're going to want to sway your weight. So think about keeping that nice solid base all the way through. Up and around. 5 to 7 times each leg and come on up. So to wrap things up, easy mobility program. Do it anywhere, all you need is a little space. Again, we're trying to stay pain-free, smooth through our motions, and use our breath. Thanks.
The Cutwater Spirits Classic Vodka Soda. Made with our award-winning vodka, house-made soda water, and just a splash of grapefruit. It's crisp, refreshing, and served in a can that goes wherever the party takes you. Cutwater Spirits. Real cocktails. Ready when you are.
If history has taught us anything, it's that we can get through anything. And that beer sometimes helps. So Coors Light is buying. Go to @Coors Light on Twitter to send someone a six-pack on us. Because, man, we could all use one right now.
Hey you, how about a reservation?
Hey Braves Country, Huddy here. Hope everyone's staying healthy and safe out there during these strange times. We've been at home practicing our social distancing during this quarantine, just like everybody else with our dogs, as you can see. And I've been obviously doing what everybody else has been doing. Been introduced to a lot of Zoom meetings, and for those of y'all who don't know, I'm on staff here at Auburn University as a pitching coach, so I've been busy with the boys there, and have an opportunity to spend time with the family, and a lot of family dinners, a lot of card games and board games, and have an opportunity to really spend some quality time with the family. I hope y'all been doing that as well. I just hope y'all are staying strong and staying safe out there, and I really hope to see y'all at the ballpark soon. Go Braves.
Welcome back, Braves fans, and in the offseason, your Atlanta Braves have been busy renovating some of your favorite spots across Truist Park. We cannot wait for you to check these out. Over the next couple weeks, we're going to feature different elements, and tonight, it's all about Chipper Jones' Hot Corner Pub. We want you to take a look at some of these design elements from our creative director, In-Sung Kim, and it's all brought to you by Mayfield Dairy.
Hey guys, welcome to Chipper's Hot Corner Pub. This is a new space that we created. We're located over here in the left field corner, and you have this direct access to the field. It's a great space to cool down and get a drink. Over on my left shoulder, we've got this great mural, this photograph from Chipper's final at bat. And you can see all the fans holding up their number 10s. So one of the cool features of this new space is we have artifacts of Chipper Jones from the Braves collection. So over here we have the BP jersey from the 2000 All-Star Game. We also have the bronze plaque from Turner Field, as well as a base. This mural over here is a scouting report from Chipper that we have, and you can kind of read the details that the scouts wrote about him. And we also have Chipper's MVP plaque, so this is a cool thing to check out when you're down here. And while you're down here, make sure you don't miss one of the really cool features, the dugout bench from Fulton County Stadium. It's a great place for a photo op, and you can also take a photo with the man himself. So thanks for taking a tour of Chipper's Hot Corner Pub, one of the coolest new spaces at Truist Park.
Well, that's it for the Atlanta Braves at Homestand. I'm Mark Owens. Thanks for hanging out with me in my house tonight. We'll see you back here in 2 weeks. But before that, don't forget to follow the Atlanta Braves across social media and also follow at Braves Retail. Well, Braves Country, make sure you stay safe. Thanks for hanging out with us in the Atlanta Braves at Homestand. And most importantly, let's go Braves.